Hello friends, in this lesson we will learn how to quickly format large amounts of type using both character and paragraph styles. Open this project file and follow along. Note that some fonts might be missing. I have included them in the font text file. Just go and install them. Now this is a page from a brochure and this has these 3 columns of text. Let's see what exactly are paragraph styles and character styles. These are simply a way for Photoshop to record a set of formatting attributes and save them for a future use. These two features, character styles and paragraph styles, are new to Photoshop CS6, but actually they have been around for quite a while. They started over in Adobe InDesign and were also included in Adobe Illustrator, and now they have been added to Adobe Photoshop. They will prove to be your best friend if you are working with large amounts of text. Let's open both the panels. Go to Window, Character Styles and Paragraph Styles. Let's first talk about the paragraph styles. As the name suggests, these are applied to the paragraphs. Now it is not necessary to be applied to a grammatically accurate paragraph. Paragraph styles can also be applied to any line also, from the first character to the last character which has been hard returned. Now in the paragraph style panel, we already have a basic paragraph style. It is called the basic paragraph style because it is basically how all the text is formatted here in the Photoshop. If we double click on this, we get this window with all the formatting options of the text. This dialog might seem intimidating, but really it is not. It is just a collection of all the settings that we would normally find in the character panel, in the paragraph panel, and in the control panel. Now this basic paragraph style cannot be deleted. You can see that the trash can has been grayed out. We can make some changes to this default paragraph style. Let's see how to create a paragraph style. If we click on this button, it creates a new paragraph style here, but we didn't have any text selected. We just had this column 2 selected, but that's the basic paragraph style. So anytime we create a new paragraph style and we don't have any text selected, it will basically create a copy of basic paragraph style. We can now double click on this and make the changes. Change the font style, change the color, give it a name and hit OK. After making those changes, we can select any text and apply that paragraph style by clicking on the paragraph style here. But is this the most efficient way to create a paragraph style? Probably not. As designers and artists would like to visually see things, and this dialog doesn't show what it is creating. So rather than doing it this way, I have created a first set of formatting on this first column. Let's delete this paragraph style. Now a much better way to create a paragraph style is to select some text that has been already formatted. Let's select this header, triple click on this. Now here you can see a plus sign against the basic paragraph style. This is known as override. Photoshop knows that there are some changes applied to their paragraph up and above this basic paragraph style. So it is telling us that there is a little difference in the paragraph style. Let's create a new layer, and when we double click it, we can see all the attributes of our formatting. We just need to name it. Let's name it subhead. Our new paragraph style has been created. Let's zoom in a bit. Let's apply this subhead to all the subheadings. Let's come in here to the column 2 and triple click to select this heading and apply this. Select the other column, triple click, again there is this plus sign, we will apply this one. It still has the plus sign. It means there are some more changes. To remove this override, click on this button. The override is removed and this paragraph style has been applied. Now let's go about creating some different paragraph styles for the other sets of formatting that we have on this first column. Select this layer and select the whole paragraph by clicking 4 times, like so. Let's create a new style, double click and name it. Since it has no indent, we will name it no indent. OK. Now let's create a paragraph style for this paragraph. Click 4 times, create a new layer, double click and name it. Since it is inside quotes, I'll name it pull quote. Let's now select this paragraph by clicking 4 times, create a new style, double click and name it body copy. OK. So we have created different paragraph styles for this bit of column. Now let's format the other texts. Let's go to column 2, select the first paragraph, apply no indent. Select the second paragraph, apply pull quotes. Let's go to this third column now. Now let's select just one word from this paragraph and apply this style. You can see that we did not select the whole paragraph. With just one word selected, Photoshop knows where the paragraph starts and where it ends and applies that paragraph style. Cool. Let's go to this second paragraph. We will just place our cursor here and apply this paragraph style. Again, Photoshop is smart enough to apply that style with just the cursor in between the paragraph. Cool. Again, go here, place the cursor and apply this body copy. Photoshop is pretty smart. Let's now switch to character style. This is the character styles. You can see that there is no basic character style. Now remember, character style does the same thing. It saves a group of formatting attributes, but the only difference is that these aren't specific attributes to a paragraph. We can apply the character styles to a single letter within a paragraph. Let's go to this column. Let's select this word here and do a bit of formatting with this character panel. I'll change it to bold and change the color. Take a color from the scene and hit OK. Open the character style and create a new character style. Let's name it orange. OK. A new character style has been created for this word. Let's go to this column and apply it to another word, say Sasaki. Apply, and our character style has been applied to this word as well. Character styles are no different than paragraph styles. Once you master the paragraph styles, character styles is the next logical step. Just remember that the main thing to keep in mind while working with these two styles is that you need to keep an eye on the overrides. They are the Photoshop's way of warning you that something in selected text is different from the style. Go ahead friends and have some fun with the text formatting. That's all for this lesson. See you in the next lesson.